third video in our series where we explore the impact of digital learning with 3 educational leaders. In this part, we explore how the different institutions have supported their academic staff for online delivery and how they are building their capabilities to sustain greater online presence in the future. First, we find out how their staff have responded to lockdown and a move towards full-time digital online learning.
Clearly, we had started these big programs of digitalization, and we were already, before COVID-19, moving into this direction. But having forced people who were not, I would say, part of the plan initially to do it, it is also a very, very good feedback that we have from those academics saying, okay, I was not sure that it was possible to do learning through virtual classrooms. And now I'm convinced that it is the case. I'm convinced that, in fact, this is bringing new experience to the students. Of course, this is challenging me because I need to review the course structure, I need to review the type of interactions. That is just great. I would say exactly what we were convinced for some people a few months ago. Those people just realized that this is possible to do it. So now we are just trying to keep this dynamics going further with that and being sure that we can assist all those academics daily, finding a very, I would say, reliable organizations and being sure that after a month, years, we will continue to deliver the same quality of teaching. And not just because we were in the 2 or 3 months, first month of COVID-19. That was, a big constraints, but a very good innovative reaction from them.
What we did for teachers, that we started out with a series of webinars that explained the technologies that they could use for online education and explained them in a very basic way so that at least they knew how to do it and they could get into contact with their students, talk to their students. That was the first step. And then separately, we talked to teachers and say, okay, now that you know the basics, what do you need now? And had the main thing they said is we want the education to be more active. And now it's as if we are on television just talking to students, and we want the students to be active too. So we made a couple of webinars about that. How can you divide students into groups? How can you let them cooperate together in groups using the technology? How can you let students present something to the group? How can you let them work on a paper together and then distribute this paper among their peers, get feedback from them, then send it in for review. From there, we went on to didactics to improve the quality of the online experience for both the teachers and the students. And because also for teachers, it's not a very nice experience to talk into a camera for 2 hours and then hopefully your students learn something from that.
At University of Edinburgh, we have invested really heavily in training and support and staff development and pedagogical support and development for our colleagues over many years. We were very fortunate, actually, that we already had a large training program in place, and we were able to ramp that up so that we could meet the needs of more and more colleagues. We already had a program looking specifically at how the VLE was being used to ensure that there's a good student experience. And part of that was about ensuring that across the university, the VLE was used consistently and well. So we were able to prepare for that and to support staff in the long term. So the time that we're spending on doing that before and during and after will mean that we are able to sustain this kind of online, blended and hybrid learning for the future.
With thousands of staff now working from home in different locations, we asked what additional provisions and support the institutions provided to their academics.
We have trained, 8,000 people, 8,000 faculty in the first days of COVID-19, people who were teaching in a very on-site context. And we had a progressive, I would say, process for quick onboarding sessions to show what could be done with the virtual classroom systems. and then add additional sessions to provide best practices about that. And then small groups and community to get their feedback, and of course, and clearly we had started these big programs of digitalization, and we were already before COVID-19 moving into this direction. But having forced people who were not, I would say, part of the plan initially to do it, it is also a very, very good feedback that we have from those academics saying, okay, I was not sure that it was possible to do learning through virtual classrooms. And now I'm convinced that it is the case. I'm convinced that, in fact, this is bringing new experience to the students. Of course, this is challenging me because I need to review the course structure. I need to review the type of interactions. That is just great. I would say exactly what we were convinced for some people a few months ago. Those people just realized that this is possible to do it. So now we are just trying to keep this, dynamics going further with that, and being sure that we can assist all those academics daily, finding a very, I would say, reliable organizations, and being sure that after a month, years, we will continue to deliver the same quality of teaching, and not just because we were in the 2 or 3 months, first month of COVID-19. That was, a big constraints, but a very good innovative reaction from them.
At University of Edinburgh, we do have a long history of using technology in teaching and in delivering digital education, and that has been enormously helpful in helping our colleagues to adapt to what we've needed to do this year. We have training in place, we have a lot of expertise in the area, we have a good group of learning technologists who work at the University of Edinburgh and have lots of experience in helping colleagues to use the tools that they need to deliver the kind of education that we want to do.
In such changing circumstances, beyond the immediate need of training and technical support, we learnt about how the institutions are adapting their professional development activities.
All the teachers that teach at the university have to have the university teaching qualification. In this qualification, normally there is no module about online education because we are an on-campus university. We now decided to include a module about online education, and all our new incoming teachers will do this as a requirement. Our current teachers have the possibility to follow this module, and a lot of them are already doing this. So we are trying to put a foundation for online education in place if we ever go to the situation again where we have to switch to fully online education.
We organize a kind of online assistance, and with meetings, weekly meetings, open meetings, where any academics can join those meetings, share their experience, and of course we have experts providing them with guidance and guidelines. And this is very, very appreciated here. And this is, of course, in the hands of each institutions, and each institutions can adapt that to their reality, the type of teaching, the fields that they are considered fields here. But those meetings are very important because this is building the community of teachers in this context. So we organize just kind of, it's like a community management organization here.
In terms of teaching from home, we have a academic staff development program which revolves around learning design for online teaching and the delivery of digital education through what we call an Edinburgh University model for teaching online. And the investment that we've made in supporting staff to be able to do that different way of working from home has really been seen in how many colleagues have engaged with that thinking, taken that training, and really changed their approaches to pedagogy so that it can be best aligned to the challenge that we have at the moment.
Thomas explains how data has provided Galileo with insights into the performance of their online programs and how their students are engaging with them.
From all the online experience, that means when people are connected to any kind of tools, that could be synchronous experience like virtual classrooms, but it could be also asynchronous experience like, learning management system. People do connect to those systems and are performing kind of activities. And those systems allow us to track the activities. That means that, and we are not there, to like a big brother people watching every move of those people. It's just to have some big high level indicators like, do they connect? Just this one is very important. How much time you are using those systems? If it is a live session, do we have a kind of using, sub classrooms or questions during these kind of things? All those indicators are very important, at a high level. So we are recording those. We are, of course, building dashboards which are very simple for those people, and we are providing them with all this information, because this information is for us, of course, but this is for academics, people who are organizing the training just to improve themselves.
It is true that many institutions were well advanced in aspects of online learning, but for a lot of academics, they didn't feel ready to move fully online. During this time, attitudes have changed, though. Many now see the benefits of online capabilities provided by learning technology to enhance learning. At Blackboard Academy, at the beginning of the crisis, we saw a desire to understand the basics and fill gaps so that they could make that transition online. But over time, academics are now looking for professional development that helps build their confidence and their capability to deliver high-quality online learning. This blog series has shown how these institutions have adapted to a changing landscape and used learning technology to support and deliver an exceptional learning experience. Each institution is different, and this has required them to use learning technology in a variety of ways to support their unique challenges. At Blackboard, we have seen institutions from around the world take creative approaches to ensure educational continuity and provide a high-quality learning experience during these challenging times. In our penultimate video of the series, we discuss how to prepare students for ongoing hybrid learning and the role of student feedback. If you've enjoyed this video blog series so far and want to engage more with Blackboard users from around the world, sign up to join the Blackboard community.